Pretty good. How about you? I know how you feel. Yeah, just a bit. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a critical aspect that's needed, like, catharsis is something that helps you just calm down and, like, have relief from an event. So, I think an example is like when I don't understand something, I'll get a severe headache, and until I understand it or I guess remember it, I'll just, you know, like I do search for such catharsis. Hmm. Oh, listen. Yeah, well, the only creature close to that would be like a monkey, but they don't. I do find that kind of nifty where, for example, some great ape and chimpanzee species almost have like a second thumb on their feet, but they're not as well. I guess what to say is, at some point we had something else develop. Perhaps it was, we did find out when we kind of started using fire to cook food that reduced how much it took for our bodies to process the food, thus allowing more energy to be spent on our brain. Maybe that was the factor. We were the first creature to not be afraid of fire, because let's be honest, fire. But they still have dreams. Animals still have dreams. They still have feelings. They're still aware of existence, or at least some regard of it to themselves, at least. they can recognize themselves. They know what they look like. They have the ability to remember that. Yeah.
Oh my god. God damn it. I pressed the button to unmute myself and it mutes myself. I don't know why it does that. It's always me that gets muted. I think I always press the button too early. But thank you. Thank you for letting me know, guys. All I was pretty much doing was reading what they were saying, so you guys didn't really miss out on much. And I was just talking about some of the lines were pretty cool and everything, but Richard was doing most of the stuff there. So apparently they just got taken by some spider creatures or whatever. What you were saying, Richard?
Oh no, it was just like what it looked like on the screen was going to see. Oh, now it's someone else.
Yeah.
Or now it's someone else at least.
All right. Let's see. Mama, it hurts. I keep telling myself it's just a matter of sensation. I can't hide from it though. It blots out the sun. Will they ever return? It's almost been a week now. I'm sure there's a simple explanation, and they'll turn up soon enough. Mama, in my mind I have lost them and found them 1,000 times over. How much longer? Perhaps Ted has seen something. Maybe he can lend you the keys to his old oil mining mech. Perhaps. Right, we're gonna go ride in a mech. Sounds great. It's an interesting development. How are you guys doing though, everyone in the chat? You guys are doing well. I'm so sad that I just have to be on top of that, I guess, the whole my game muting me and everything, like my stream thing. Because I hit the button and then it like resets again. So I don't know. It's kind of frustrating, but what can you do? Dujanah, we've all been worried. Is there anything I can do to help? Hey Ted, I'm pulling my hair out here. Would it be possible to borrow a duck? Yes, of course. Take the keys. Take them for as long as you need. How you feel about this art style with the, like the weird like filters and stuff like that? Move this out of the way. What the heck? Okay. To the west, the desert continues. The intervening forces are stationed to the south. To the north and the east, you get to the world map. Alright. Where should we go, Richard?
It was west, north, or east, right?
Yeah.
Was there any south? I kind of missed it. It said south.
South was the military base, they said.
Military base. Let's see. That's.
Alright. Oh my god. I love it. The sound effects are amazing.
Stop.
He's just saying bada bada bing, bada bada boom, bada bada bing. Oh, I think I went too far. Boobity boobity. I like how you can hear him breathing too. Oh, that's hilarious. Welcome to the Peacekeeping Outpost. By the way, today's episode is sponsored by the weapons industry. Have you got your piece today? Wait, what did you say? Mostly my days are just waiting about. Okay, I think you said wanting about. Also, I'm gonna say like. So what? You're 100 against intervention in all situations. So this part, like the military base and everything, they're literally like just here in order to push for things that they want rather than to keep peace. Colonel Dujanah has been really brutal lately. Alright, let's go into the base. Does that mean you have a discount code for ammo? Yeah, sure. I know it's expensive right now. It's called 5-finger discount. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I'm not advocating for that. A family gets on a boat. They prefer to risk everything on an uncertain sea than live with this intervention. A lot of hot takes right here, Richard. A gunner can redeem a wasted day in a moment. There have been fires in Yemen.
Ooh, getting a little real here.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that random persons just walking around military base, no problem.
People have been saying that the colonel was found washed up on a little island on the Mediterranean, only he wasn't starving or nothing. He was just waiting. Let's meet the colonel. Oh, he's a big Chad. Colonel Shaw, I believe. You have 30 seconds. Do you know something about the disappearance of my husband and daughter? Look, little lady, if you're coming in here saying that me and the boys did a whoopsie and turned your darlings into vulture pickings, well, you better think again. Some days the skies hum with your drones. Tank tracks scar the dunes. Look, darling, hasn't anyone warned you about smoking in bed? If you're calling me a liar, then you'll have my boys to answer to. Is that how it is going to be? Well, there's always option B, but I don't think you like that much. Your 30 seconds are up. Why don't you crawl away to those crooked spider creatures? If I find out you know something, you'll be sorry. Hear that, boys? I want some of what she's been smoking. So, we know that the spider creatures got her family, right? We saw that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I actually played this game, like, just to test it out earlier today. And when I did that same part with the family going down to the desert, they actually got killed by the military. So I find that funny that it could be either or. And it kind of goes back to the whole catharsis thing. Like, it's not about literally, like, getting revenge. It's, like, the idea that, like, eventually you kind of have to accept that things are going to happen. And, like, accept the consequences, I guess, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
I just find that very interesting that it can go either way. I like my town. I like my gun. Oh, boy, it's a whole group of these kind of people. Richard, are you these kind of people? No, my father was a military man, like his father before him. Of course, war was different back then. They knew what they were fighting for.
I would actually say that's somewhat accurate. But
look at this part. After a long period of reflection, I decided I was right yet again. Are you gonna say though? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just reading. I'm like, oh, that is somewhat accurate to my family.
Oh wow. We all know why we are here. Black gold, Texas tea. If you had a taste of that capital, you'd be a fascist too. What is fascism, Richard? I'm not really good at memorizing all the different, like...
Fascism?
Yeah.
So fascism, the core difference of fascism is it's ultimately the most extreme form of nationalism. You are a part of the system. It's almost as if though it's its own... I don't want to call it a company or a nation, but it is truly intended to be its own independent source for all things. And if it can't obtain something, it will likely take it by force, as opposed to trying a peaceful negotiation. Fascism largely will boil down to a situation of when you still have some freedoms, but not truly. So, for example, let's argue, the difference between communism and fascism. Is communism everything is for the system, whereas with fascism, you'll still have money, you can still have a job, you'll still have some room for growth, whereas communism, you are very much stuck in whatever situation you're in without a shadow of a doubt. So there's no movement upwards or downwards. Whereas in fascism, again, you can still have money, you can still have a job, you can still have some participation without it being directly like a member or soldier or some key component in the system. And, capitalism is almost identical. It's just in capitalism, the system is not allowed to go over the people. In fascism, the system will go over the people if need be.
Hmm.
But it, also depends on the person.
So, what would be the difference between fascism, and authoritarianism?
So
that would be like a dictatorship, right? Authoritarianism.
There's really no difference, except authoritarianism is ultimately a concept, where fascism is something that has happened. Like, any fascist community ultimately is authoritarian. Same with communism.
Okay.
In essence, authoritarianism is the base of their operation. Someone is always in control. Whereas, again, let's say capitalism, I wouldn't call it authoritarianism. Someone doesn't get to just make the rules, even though we had a president who very much tried to make that the case, right? So, sorry, let me get my soup, basically. Right now.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I would like to say, I know you're doing your thing right now. That kind of like leadership and governing the state can also be applied to like how you lead groups and how you lead, even be a parent and stuff like that. Find that very interesting. It's just leadership in general. Well, I remember once reading about a particular performance of a Shakespearean play. It may have been Othello, I'm not sure. One of the actors tripped over a prop during a murder scene, and the audience laughed uproariously. This stripped the scene of all pathos, as you can imagine. The writer cogitated madly. Oh, sorry. Madly on the inexplicable rudeness he had just witnessed, and then concluded, with a hint of sadness, how it is true the audience ultimately seeks to be entertained. It is their nature. Therefore, they will find entertainment even if it is in improper places. As with all quotes in books, none can prove their worth until they bear some direct resemblance with the present. This is usually when you're actually living and not holding a book. Of course, unless you were reading a book on inspirational reading, that is. I must have read this bit about the rude audience 2 years ago, and yesterday it found its way back to me as I was taking a moment to think fondly of the boy who sleeps on the floor in the room next to mine. He has nice eyes. It feels nice to privately and deeply care about someone. As nice and as good for our well-being as having a bowl of warm soup on a cold day. Hey, that's what you have right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I have a fiance. This is in fact the very reason I am here. For I'm earning money to help pay for our honeymoon. We are going to Vienna. But oh, I forget this sometimes. The boy who sleeps on the floor next door is so kind to me. I once described to him through gestures how it is hot where I came from, and thereafter he would cut out pictures of sunny destinations or newspapers and stick them on the fridge. He pointed to them and made a roof with his hands. Home, I think he said to me. I haven't the heart to convey to him that blank is just home.
There's nothing. Yeah.
Is nothing like Hawaii. It occurred to me then, as I gazed out of the window like a privileged Victorian adolescent, that perhaps I was like this audience. Although instead of being here to be entertained, I'm here to love. I will find love in improper places if I must, because it's my nature. It's something hopelessly out of my control. Ooh, I have something to say about that. I cannot bear to imagine what my husband would do if he knew my fondness for others. There are hideous consequences in my country for adultery. Well, why do I feel like I'm getting away with crime I have not committed? I do not feel like an adulterer. I'm not doing anyone any harm. I love my fiancé too. He has a nice laugh. Sometimes I think that people are as possessive and as paranoid about love as money. Individuals strive to have it all. Yet there is conceivably enough to go around for everyone. I don't know. Maybe that's my communist ancestry speaking. But how can I help it? I also read once that to be able to love well is a skill, something that people are not graced with at birth. And as I was watching the boy cut out yet another line of girls in hula skirts, I thought of this quote and of how much I wanted to emulate his skill of loving well. It was as if I was watching a virtuoso violinist and desperate to start learning myself. Because I am unspeakably touched and happy in these temporary moments. When he presents me with a jagged cutout and I stick it to the fridge using what magnets we have left. Usually a cat of some kind. And in these moments, all I want to do is hold him close to me, in a warm and generous embrace that is abnormal in its duration. Oh well, I suppose it doesn't matter to anyone but me. And as my mother always said, especially when times were bad.
Wow, she just keeps fucking backslating.
As long as we don't speak a truth, it still has the possibility of being untrue. Oh god, she's going. So as long as it remains between you and me, it needn't be true at all. I shall continue to privately feel love for the boy who sleeps on the floor next door, and I shall return to my husband to openly love him then on. I wonder if
it's a boy. You're not trying to. Oh my god!
I know.
Like, this one is actually kind of annoying me because it's like I get what you're trying to say, but oh my god.
Yeah, I have a lot to say about this too because I was actually learning about Albert Camus. He wrote a couple books, The Stranger, The Plague. If you guys ever read those books. And he actually went through like a lot of relationship stuff because he believed that you should always follow your heart and like just go and like I don't know, I never grew up with that kind of thinking, so to me I'm just like, no, that doesn't sound right. Like if you really love somebody, stick with that person, but if your love is constantly changing all the time, like that, you need to evaluate yourself, not be like, oh, my heart says I need to be with this person now. It's like, okay, no. You just don't have control over your emotions. And like when she said like, oh, maybe it's just, part of my nature and I need to follow my emotions, it's like, no, your emotions don't lead you. You need to lead your emotions. Like, you need to be in control of them. But go ahead. I'm sure you have a couple things to say about this crazy bitch.
Oh no, it's just like it kept going on. I was like, early on, I was like, okay, but after like a solid 2 minutes, I was like, okay, we fucking get it, dude. Like, I have no problem with games like this, but these are some moments where it's like, I know there's supposed to be a point, but you've already said it 3 times, 8 different ways.
Yeah. Alright, can we go see the boy next door? No. That sucks. I don't know. It did remind me of that though, the whole Albert Camus.
Also, she kept saying boy, not man. So
yeah,
I'm like,
that was a little weird too. And she's like a teacher, right? So that made it even
It's like,
weirder.
you can't show anyone love but me from the husband. And it's like, oh my Jesus Christ. I get it, but oh my fucking god.
We are the sisters and you've come to us. We knew the beetle girl would want to bite. People come to us with their sobbing grievances. Shall we say, we listen. Beats, beats, beats. The military kills children to throw stones. Perhaps you would like us to soothe your grievances with the military stationed in the south of the desert? It is something we can do. I don't know what's with the sound effects, but it's the art choice, I guess. We too can have a hand as if it were a flag. You must press buttons for us. Red, then white, then blue, then orange, then light green. Red, white, blue, orange, white. Yes, you must press these buttons for us. Hold up. Red, then blue, then orange, then light green, they said? I'll write that down.
I thought it was red, white, blue, orange, light green.
Oh, red, white, blue, orange, light green. Okay, thank you. I knew there was a white in there and I totally forgot.
Yeah, it was like red, white, and blue. I was like, American flag, orange, okay, light green.
Interesting, bug, kind of, I don't know. Weird colors. What's in this thing? Nothing. Okay.
There's a mirror, not a preference. Political desire, like a lover.
Interesting.
I'm not here to entertain straight people, to engage in...
Well, then I guess I'll leave. That's This video, I just realized D1 said. This video is supported by Sunset Sarsaparilla. Want muscle mass? Get SAS. Is that from Call of Duty Black Ops, I'm guessing? One of the zombie things. His t-shirt says, let's try our best again tomorrow. Oh god, that kind of added. I don't like the sound of people eating, specifically crisps. Oh, I see it. Oh, they both say the same thing, I guess? Yeah.
Yep.
That's another one of these women. When I enter a car, I don't think of car crashes. When I find my seat on the plane until I disembark, the fear of disaster.
You know, I'm a little happy people don't actually operate this way. They keep it to them damn selves.
Yeah.
I just be saying that, like, I didn't ask your opinion. I don't care how you feel.
Like, hi, how's it going? When I sit down, I don't think of car crashes. But when I sit, it's like, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
You're scaring me. I was actually reading a book where they talked about communication skills and like how it works and everything. And they pretty much were just like, yeah, if somebody says like, hey, how are you doing? And you answer with some totally like left ball, curveball shit, like you're just gonna like really turn that person like away. Just like, all right, I'm gonna go. The canvas is blank. Well, almost blank. There is a smell of turpentine and an idea that there was once an oil painting. Dujanah remembered something her husband had said after they took an installation down and repainted the walls of the gallery white. In this room is a no longer functioning artwork. Oh. They always seemed to be out of step when they visited the gallery. Sometimes Dujanah would stay at one piece whilst he was already on to the next room. Sometimes it was the opposite. The gallery was often an unpleasant experience. This music, though. Or this cacophonous noises. We went to see a performance artist once, before Ashna was born. The audience stood expectantly. I remember the gallery had glossy gray floor tiles. The performer started off almost like a children's show host. She would make a gesture, then yell, "Hip hip hooray!" That was all she said. Hip hip hooray. Then she got out some props, a bowl of flour, a balloon and violin bow. Each time she brought out something, hip hip hooray. She cradled the balloon and danced, hip hip hooray. Then she threw the balloon in the air and whisked at the bowl of flour, stopping to catch the balloon and repeating it all until the flour was on the floor. Hip hip hooray. She got more and more frenetic. She played an invisible violin standing on a chair, really screaming her line over and over and over. Then she sat down and softly rocked the balloon, gently stroking would-be hair from an imaginary face. Very quietly, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray. I looked at my husband and saw tears in his eyes. Well, okay.
Yeah, I am noticing there's no, not that every game needs action, but like there's no consistency. It's just from person to person to person, and it's like you're not really making a statement. These are just like,
it's very abstract.
And I like abstract, but you need some connection between all the abstract, and it's so all over the place right now.
Did you not remember their first real argument was at an exhibition opening? On all the walls of the gallery were shopping lists the artist had collected from a year living in London. The artist had visited supermarkets in her local area, and shoppers had donated their lists to her. There was a really positive feeling in the gallery, which Dujanah didn't feel a part of. Her husband seemed to be spending hours studying the list, even seemed to find some funny. This annoyed her. How could someone find a shopping list funny? I think it would be good if we would add our own list, Dujanah commented. He looked at her in disdain and called her a fucking idiot. Don't you understand a fucking thing? Huh.
That's just bipolar disorder, like that's the shopping. Oh my God.
I know you're saying that like a lot of things don't feel like they're connecting and stuff, but I think like the way I see it, it's more a matter of how our brain is when we like are going through grief. We kind of just start jumping all over. We start jumping through memories and stuff like that, especially with the people that we're grieving for.
Yeah, and so Dujanah's husband died, or
her husband, her child died.
Okay, so like this is kind of just in her mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Behind me.
I know you explained that, but like, goddamn.
So this is where they live. Because you're in here in the very beginning of the game.
Okay.
One single bed? Why should you just get rid of the child's bed, or? Interesting. Whoa.
Oh.
Cut my hair for the professional victims.
Kind of like the animation on this guy.
I thought you'd be the same. Not this.
I don't think there's any importance to these clubs, though. They're just kind of there to scream in your ears. He wears a t-shirt stating, "You don't deserve anything in life." How do you feel about those people that just like wear those like shirts with like little like small quips and stuff like that. Like, oh, like my dad has a shirt that says beast mode on, and I'm just like, oh god.
I used to wear a lot of shirts like that, but that was just because I liked shirts that said stuff. But the only reason I stopped was purely because I got tired of people stopping and being like, "Can I read your shirt?" And I'm like, "Oh my god."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about this.
I used to have a lot of those shirts too when I was younger. I don't like those anymore. I don't know. And I was kind of sad when I lost a lot of them, but now I look back at them like, you know, it's not kind of the person I am anymore that likes to wear those. Fashion anymore. A guard at the M. Kui Haching Generation plant, actually I can't read that, told me that someone had been pinching sand from the worksite. Each day, the guard would see the man come in dressed in a high-vis vest, and shortly afterwards leave. With a wheelbarrow full of sand. The guard confronted him one day. "Oi," he said, "where are you off to with all that sand?" The guy kicked up a fuss like butter wouldn't melt. Tipped out the sand, then sauntered off with his wheelbarrow. A few days later, it turned out he hadn't been stealing sand. He'd been taking their wheelbarrows. Wow, okay. Yeah, that was kind of like out of nowhere. Books about wheelbarrows. Books about understanding analogies. I feel like that was an analogy that we didn't quite understand.
Well, you know, they were focused on the main object, not the side object.
Ah.
You know, the sand was the major thing. They weren't even thinking about the wheelbarrow, not like just walking in and taking everything. You know.
Yeah. Huh.
At least that's why I think. Like that one wasn't bad. You know why? Because it took less than 30 seconds to get the point across.
And I do like the whole library thing kind of explained it too. It's like books about wheelbarrows and then books about analogies. Like the whole main point was the analogies, not the wheelbarrow. That's pretty cool. I'd have just have little concerts that you could just chill out in.
Yeah. A lot of fun concerts here.
Really like their music. I wish she had told us sooner about her illness. The awareness of death manifests profoundly in young teens. Is that true? I feel like it's not true. Is it true?
I don't know. I feel like that's just such an arbitrary statement. It's like that is so individual.
Because I feel like there's a lot of teens that kind of think they're invincible and they don't even think about death at all. What was this? Is it a movie?
Tell the story of your life that is most emotionally cathartic. The story you remember is totally the real story anyway. Reality takes shape in the memory alone.
You want to tell us a cathartic story?
Cathartic story. I even have one.
What is that? That looks so wrong. How could it go?
Okay, it's shoving a hot dog. Okay, jeez. Dude. I feel like he's trying a little too hard here.
Alright. That's weird. Well, yeah, cathartic story. Let's go.
I don't know if I have one. Cathartic story. It needs to be a story that ultimately, like, something I've experienced, or at least one that I know of, that kind of ends with, like, relief, right?
Get a shirt that says nerf this stomach and walk into a buffet. God, shut up.
Let me see if I can find a Facebook post. It wasn't a post, but like it was in a group chat. I don't know if it's inherently cathartic, but I'll share it. Maybe it's cathartic.
Okay. Let's see what they have here. For some reason, the chat box is skewed on this one.
I'm gonna need to search for it, so it's gonna be a little bit.
I'll read this while you're looking for that. Horrible man. How could he do that to me? Not much of a looker, neither. 5 long years I was his anchor. I was his needle. I was his gal all the way. Told Sal that it wasn't working. Sal told me, gone within a week. Even meeting with a woman. Not that she was more than me, he told me. Different was all. Then we were back. He couldn't quit on me, he said. He's a kind man, kind eyes. The other day, he wouldn't let me hurt a fly. He's a good man. Interesting. I like the music in here. Alright, I guess that's it.
That's gonna take a while to find.
There's a spider creature guy. My mate for a month adopted the meditational practice of visualizing his loved ones as skeletons and putrefying their corpses. It really let him live in the moment and get an understanding of our flickering transience. A year on, he still can't bring himself to forget his wife. Alright. Well, that's weird. It kind of reminds me of the Stoicism, though, how they say, like, imagine, like, all your loved ones are eventually gonna die, so, like, but it kind of took a darker turn with that, though.
Just a bit.
Every community has their secrets. In this community, we turn into spiders. Okay. The arcade is just to the left. Okay, yeah, I knew that. Uh-oh. These are all pregnant women. And they're all naked for some reason. Birthing partners need to consider asking 4 questions when it comes to difficult decisions. What are the benefits of the procedure? What are the risks? Alternatives? What if we do nothing? Okay. Some ways to assist delivery. Ventures a little suction on the baby's head. Okay, they're telling us about how, Alright, where we're gonna go. I'm not ready yet. It's up there with food now. I need and can't think about anything until I have her in my blood. Then as soon as the hit sinks and the heavy chest and the tingles, I regret and acknowledge the sickness. Ooh. Ooh, that one's kinda... Yeah, alright. What do you think about that, Richard? People get obsessed with people.
Yeah, that happens.
Restaurant closes in 20 minutes. I'll see you later, dude. Alright, man. Take care. Thanks for stopping by.
Where's he going?
Home, I think. Because he watches it from work. The girl punksing is really growing around here. What did you expect? I don't expect nothing. I didn't like to fuck when pregnant. I was horny, but I didn't want to. Part of me felt ugly and greedy, but I overthought it and rationalized that I didn't want to fuck because I wanted baby all to myself. Wow. Okay. A lot of interesting people around here. Why on earth would anyone dress a cat up like a rabbit? Okay, that's... The app says baby is the size of a blueberry. How big is that? You get some pretty big blueberries. A lot of pregnancies going around here. Well, this town is depressing. I'm gonna leave. I think we explored everything here. How many depressions out of 10 would you give that town, Richard?
I don't know if I'd ever want to live there. I'm gonna visit for a mere moment, but
I like to check out that bug arcade.
okay. I found it. Just letting you know, this is long and this is probably very inappropriate. But I was making a joke to someone. Okay, might be cathartic, might not be. I'm not sure. One of my friends, she's getting a master's in astrophysics, and she sent like a link to the group chat, and she's like, "Why did I try? Why am I doing this to myself?" And it's just numbers and letters and mathematical equations that they sound insane. And I had responded to her, but I responded to her in my way. So here it goes. I told her, I can help with this. So, I was on the beach several weeks ago. All of a sudden, I heard a loud thumping and ghastly moans of what I could only assume was agony. To my surprise, I looked above me and saw a monkey in a tree, voraciously humping a coconut. It was humping it so intensely that I could see its member was red with agony as it was rubbing against the rough skin of the coconut. I felt truly horrible for them, yet I could not look away as I was confused as to why it was doing such an odd thing. The animal thrusted against the coconut for several more hours. Multiple monkeys were looking on in the same shock, confusion, and curiosity as I was. The male monkeys were astounded with this monkey's resilience to continue such a clear and obviously painful endeavor. The female monkeys were attempting to put themselves in place of the coconut. As to them, it was clear this monkey not only had stamina, but a willpower so high they couldn't fathom not continuing with his genetic capabilities. Some of the other male monkeys even proceeded to try to replicate his behavior, but to no avail. It was simply too painful for them to continue for even more than a few moments. I simply could not look away, though. I felt I almost owed it to this monkey to wait until he finished. After finally several excruciating hours of thrusting against the coconut, to the point where his member and crotch was rubbing on had been nearly scraped to the soft inner layer of the epidermis. Actually, the dermis, but the monkey randomly stopped. It dropped the coconut, proceeded to climb down the tree. Exhausted, it slowly moved its way over a dune of sand further down the beach. I followed it, wanting to know what this monkey was going to do next. Upon coming over the dune, I saw the monkey laying down, completely exhausted of life. Next to the monkey was a man. The man was vigorously humping the decomposing carcass of a manatee. I was so curious I sat on top of the dune watching the man. The sound of the man grunting was almost as loud as the sound of the blubber of the manatee slapping against the man's flesh. It was truly a visceral sound. It slapped, he grunted, it slapped again. The decomposed corpse reeked. It must have been dead for at least a week. Birds must have been taking pieces off of it beforehand, as it had clear gaping wounds within its flesh. Every time the man thrusted, small bits of decomposing fat and flesh would ooze out. I watched the man for 20 minutes until he finally finished. Afterwards, the man stood up, picked up the monkey ever so gently as not to stir it or hurt it. They walked for several miles until they came across the house. The man carefully snuck around the back. He slowly peeked into a window, then lifted the monkey to allow the monkey to see inside. I heard him say, "See, the problem was figured out." As we walked back to the front of the house, he proceeded to walk further down the street. Now I wasn't enthralled by what I just witnessed. I came to the man and told him everything I just witnessed and asked him what it was all about. The man explained to me, "See, this monkey here, when this girl is studying for astrophysics and she gets stuck and can't figure out this answer, this monkey becomes so painfully horny, it's truly insatiable. It overwhelms the poor little body, mind, and soul of the monkey. It forces him to violently hump anything in his immediate vicinity. The first thing he can grab is going to get the ever-living shit humped, the ever-living fuck out of it. The poor little guy just can't control himself, no matter how painful it may be. He just keeps humping. Even if he's on the verge of blacking out from exhaustion, the humping will continue. Once the girl figured out the answer, the urge subsides, allowing him to return to his normal monkey behavior. Every time this happens, I have to bring him to her to show him for a fact that the answer has been figured out, so he can truly rest. As he always has the slight feeling of another moment around the corner, as if though he can feel she will always be striving, pushing, no matter the struggle, that she will truly master understanding astrophysics. The monkey knows that there will be a day when she wholly understands everything of it, yet the monkey doesn't know exactly when it will come. But the monkey does feel the freedom around the corner eventually. And I stood there listening to him explain this, and I asked if he was under a similarly connected existence to the woman. And the man said, "Nope, I just like fucking dead sea animals on the beach. Gives me something to do while I wait for this little guy and the girl to finish up whatever the fuck they're doing get on with their life. Hobbies, you know?"
Wow, that was something.
I don't know if that gave anyone catharsis, but
It made me feel something, that's for sure. A little the a little
when you have sponsors, you have to pull me aside and be like, "None of the monkey humping shit, dude."
In this room, I guide them into an understanding. They stare at the shadows and hear the echoes until they believe that they are the true representations. I've never heard anything that stupid in my life. Rude. I feel like this is like a analogy for like the Plato's allegory kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, it's like I feel like these spiders are kind of representation of the spirit of regression and neurosis. Like these people have given into their like infantile coping mechanisms so much that they've regressed into these like monstrous forms.
I can see that.
I look forward to changing further, and they believe they're becoming better, like, you know, stronger things, but they're becoming more hideous. Amnar lives in the most eastern cave. Some of us have changed so much that they don't even recognize themselves. Wow. They think I am a much smaller man than I imagine myself.
Mm.
Higher told me that I am guilty and I need to work hard to get into heaven. Wow. We already, does this count as just, okay, it counts as checking out the spider, please. You don't want to do something? Just sit on your hand for 5 minutes. You'll feel like someone else is doing it. Oh god.
The stranger.
Sniff, sniff. I fuck best when my bladder is full. Wow, okay. Whale to the ocean, spider to the web, woman to her dream. Know why I came here? Because she said my dancing was effeminate. This will prove her wrong. Wait until she sees me now. Because you have like people just sitting here smoking, just chilling out. It's like the idea of just like passiveness and aimlessness and delusions.
And it's weirdly getting like even more staticky the longer you're in here.
Yeah, I noticed that too. What if he has anything else to say? No, that's it. Alright, I guess that's it. We're done here. Gotta get out of here. Otherwise I'll become a spider.
I wonder if you can.
I don't want to. They're gray and boring and delusional.
Aren't we all gray, boring, and delusional?
If you think it. And I don't. Oh, you know what? I think we gotta go over here. Yep, this is.
Oh, and they're playing Bing Bong.
We are training for war. Wif-Waf was used by the Soviets to train the reactions of their elite Marines.
With Waf.
Wif-Waf.
That's the British slang for table tennis.
Cultures hold the ping pong paddle according to their eating customs.
Well, I'm not sure it's true.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. Are you trying to put me off my game? No,
I feel like those are all like different aspects of like why people do things and some like that one seems small and kind of nifty, not good.
I think that's on the list. Talk to.
God damn, that's a fucking exit screen.
Right. Okay. Because it tells us all of our goals that we have to accomplish to beat the game. It's apparently not a long game, so. What the fuck? So the good thing is the guy we're gonna talk to.
It looks like Therese on his face.
Smelly curly! Yuck! Look here, Spider Boss. My husband and daughter have gone missing, and I have a suspicion that you know something about it. Maybe know something, maybe know nothing at all. Maybe you do something for Spider Boss, and we can find out if Spider Boss knows something or not. What? What do you want me to do? If Mama dies first, we will get a new Mama? What? What did you just say? We have many legs and many eyes. Air hisses through our shells. But there is something Spider Boss does not have. Tell me, what do you want from me? We have cut limbs and shed skins. We have fed mothers their infants. We raise our heads for them to be severed. But still there is one thing Spider Boss does not have. What's that then? Spider Boss wants very much 3 arcade tokens from the Tour Lagel arcade. Many of the minions have tried, but they all come back empty-handed. Oh, blimey, Spider Boss wants 3 arcade tokens so much it hurts Spider Boss.
That's so arbitrary.
3 arcade tokens. Well, I'll see what I can do. Yes, 3. Then Spider Boss tells Dujanah what we know. God damn, I have to go all the way back to that town.
That is such.
That is pretty,
It was like building up for something and then 3 tokens.
This gives me a lot of, I was saying Albert Camus. This gives me a lot of vibes from that, because like his belief was absurdism. He believed that there's no point to life, and it's like very chaotic. It's absurd, and like just the way the game.
Ironically, almost like the story I just.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it kind of reflects that. A lithogram titled "A Funny Lithogram." I'll be the judge of that, thought Dujanah. What is a lithogram?
A lithogram is so it when you shine light through it, it will show.
photograph of a nude Asian man with his genitals painted black. He has a hard-to-read expression, something between about to laugh and singing falsetto.
I think he's about to come.
A photograph of a box titled, "Why is this box empty?" Dujanah feels stupid when she tries for a moment to angle herself to see inside the box. Wow. Hey, that's a dude. Dujanah hates this art. She hates it for its mediocrity. At least bad art doesn't waste your time. A work about fearing imperfections. It is a list of rewards for seemingly trivial things. Eyebrows mostly even. Ate 5 a day today. Spent less than a tenner at the grocery store. Oh wow. Huh. You might think I'm lost. I am not. I have come here to embrace those that have turned into wretched spiders. For I am a great artist, and how can I possibly understand anything unless I am truly entrenched in it? I don't want otherness to blemish my work. Desire is the inconvenience of its object. Las Vegas is not Las Vegas for those who live in Las Vegas.
Ew.
Is there any other paintings?
Just another fucking place.
A disturbing photograph. Adults seem to be holding down a struggling child. Dujanah looks for a title, but can't see one. Oh jeez. She only saw real value in art when she could relate it directly to something she had lived through. This turned out to be all art.
God, like the fucking more difficult it becomes to see is so obnoxious. I get it, but
Oh, the effect.
yeah, the
So
distortion.
filter.
Man.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here.
Like you've been in there for too long.
Oh. I think we gotta go to the military base now. The other military base.
Oh, have you done the red, white, blue, orange, light green thing?
I don't know where I'm supposed to go to do that. Maybe it is here. Oh. Let's see what's going on here. So for some reason the flags have British and
American.
America. What was that? Those automatons really give me the willies. It would be great if all work was automated, then the flesh ones could pursue their true desires. Huh.
Weird that freaks you out.
This music though. You ever think that perhaps we are part of the problem? Nah, I think the Earth itself is making the CO2 levels freakishly rise. Haha, yeah, let's blame volcanoes, haha. Ah, fucking volcanoes.
What is that from?
So,
Another album?
I am a blowtorch lighting a gas stove, which in turn lights a candle. I can't remember being the match. Oh.
I'm way too overqualified for this.
I have a blowtorch lighting a gas stove, which in turn lights a candle. That's crazy. That's like a Rube Goldberg machine right there. These mechs are really impractical and are always breaking down, but try telling me Mr. Hodgkins that. Let's go find Mr. Hodgkins. Why is there a pixel lighted like corner of the screen?
Maybe because you're in a military base, there's always something hidden.
So do you know the 5 levels of grief, Richard?
Yeah. It's denial, anger. I think I messed one up. Denial, anger, bargaining. I'm missing one. I want to say depression, but I don't think that's it. I know the last one's acceptance. I'm missing one. It's out of my fucking mind right now. I spent way too long today, doing a whole bunch of stuff, so my brain's a little flogged.
I don't blame you. I've been doing a lot of talking today. I was meeting up with a lot of people today, so like getting on the stream, I was like, I'm ready to do this, but at the same time, I'm a little exhausted from all the talking. So, I can do this. And we're here. Sorry about it being an hour. Halfway through. The Amquay dude freaks me the hell out. I hear he's using the body of a disabled child as a host. What put it past him, sicko? I hear he's jacked up on the bad drugs. I hear he uses his power plants to support his sick obsession with death. I heard he's a jazz enthusiast. Okay.
What a twist.
What a twist. You are deformed. Thanks. Appreciate it. Did you know that you were deformed, Richard?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So am I. How on earth am I meant to fix this? Oh, what the fuck? What's good? I like jazz. Well, then apparently you're a sicko and you're disgusting human being. Why do you like jazz for? Under this earth, 200 frozen bodies. Okay. Interesting. You like jazz? I prepare my lessons each night, and every morning my classroom is empty. Oh,
That means they don't like your lessons.
alright. Already went down there.
Okay, that's a can.
Yeah. Bloody machines coming up here speaking our language. Bloody machines taking our jobs. They should piss off back to where they come from. Ooh, I wonder what that's supposed to represent. These flesh ones, they're cute when they're babies. We've become the tools of our tools. What do you think about that? Become the tools
Maybe.
of our tools. There was a movement to make all vehicles self-driving. There came to a point where moral resolutions had to be made over when the vehicle should kill the passenger over a number of pedestrians. No one would buy the car that chose anyone over the passenger. Huh.
Yeah, no, that actually does make sense.
You see me, I be work. You see me do me dirt. Yeah, this music's getting pretty intense here. I'm just slowly walking around. Really fit with the. Someone was having
Yeah.
fun, I guess.
Just a bit. I don't envy you walking out of here, though.
I hope this is not dead. Oh, yes it is. It's the only way to get over here. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. This robot body in life is difficult to attain, but now has been attained. Maker's thoughts are difficult to assemble, but now are assembled. If we do not use this precious case to help ourselves, till when shall we wait to save ourselves? Huh. He's a SATA cable, I just realized that.
Yeah. I just noticed that too. When I was looking at it, I'm like,
They hoped the maybe suicide was just a phase. All the connections were still there. The neurological, the trillions of corridors, the cell's instinct, all were paused in a sliver of a moment. Oh. Where should I go, Richard? Red door or
I think go down.
Locked through the window, you can see the outline of a dozen or so mechanical figures. Some are holding bottles of methylated spirits. Some hold pliers at their jugular pneumatic tubes. An almost tangible tension. Last generation, the clouds started to change. Our parents shrug off the guilt. Whoa. In the 2020s, scores and scores entered a maybe death. Their bodies were forced into a chemically induced static state, which many relatives and ex-lovers saw as suicide. A maybe suicide. Oh yeah, sorry the seizure warning. It's a little crazy. Never let me in. These guys are just being built, I guess. Unlike you, I know what I was before this. I was a person terrified of death. Or was I? When asked, my response is, I think I'm a consciousness ported from aging flesh. Maybe this is how I have been told to respond. Damn, this is some Ghost in the Shell shit right here. Oh, what do we got here?
Oh, we have a red button.
Press the button? Press the button. Oh wait, what's this over here?
Oh.
We'll come back to the button. Oh, it's the guy that they were talking about. And he has a penis. But
I
I'm
suppose
sure...
the subject of death and dying is something
I'm blocking
that
it,
for
so it's good.
most people try to keep away from.
Yeah.
What does death inform us about the nature of consciousness? Yes, this is one of the questions of our time. We have to accept death, even though we are scared fucking stiff. And our culture does everything to preserve that. One might think that cultures that don't talk about dying are more greedy and self-centered. I am kept in a constant state of near death, cardiac arrest, no brain functions, the being of light that I move towards, a corridor. If I go further, I die. The verb to flash. My life flashing, light flashes, neurons convulsing. Then I'm back here with no return journey. Has this got anything to do with dying? Or is it just a construct of the brain? Well, let's look at dying. The dying process starts with premonitions. You get information that you are going to die before the diagnosis. A feeling, a dream, a change of behavior, a change in the way you breathe. There is information out there that your death is close. Well, you get your diagnosis, and then what? I want you to think about yourself. What is going to happen to you that moment, when it really hits home that you're going to die soon? You're going to be fearfully afraid, and you will not want to go. Why? Because you're so attached to your daughter, to your husband, to the career opportunities you are missing, to the world in fact. And it is this attachment which is going to mark your progress through dying itself. 2-3 weeks before your death, you may have visions of first-degree relatives who have died. They are welcoming, supportive, and helpful. They might even come into the room and sit on your bed. They are comforting. It is rare to see angels. Then you go on to the next phase. This is what everyone must know and understand. You go into a different reality. You go into a different reality. If you're going to die conscious, which everyone should persuade their doctors to do, then you have a much better chance of visiting this new reality. It is much like the place of near death. Light, dead relatives, love, support, really pleasant. One of 2 studies shows that about 90% of people dying of cancer go into this area. Now you come to your first hurdle. You have seen, on the one hand, what you have been told is where you may be going. But, on the other hand, you just don't want to go. You just don't want to go. You have a choice, dear listener. Use your knowledge of the choice to learn to die well. Give everything up at this hurdle. Obviously all your ambitions, but those very close relationships too, because if you don't, you will be held back by these people, as the dying process continues. It is a question of giving up, giving up, giving up, giving up. Not everyone manages it, and they have a terribly difficult time, because there's this pull, pull, pull. You then go into a new level of consciousness, non-dual consciousness. You don't have to be dying to go into it, but if you are dying, and doing it properly, then you will go into non-dual consciousness. You become a part of the universe. You will lose a lot of the characteristics you had as an individual. You lose your narrative self, that part that talks to you all the time. You become supremely happy, and you're just in the present, nothing else. No fear of what is coming. You are just there. You're now, in fact, not you. You're now part of a universal being, and this will go on until you actually die. I am in this state. I don't mind the dying process. I'm already part of what is. I am part of the universe.
Wow.
Okay, then why don't you unplug yourself, motherfucker?
I am in this state. I don't mind the dying process. I am in this state.
Oh, whoops,
I don't mind the dying process.
Let's go press
I'm
that
already
button.
part of what is. I am part of the universe.
Wow, okay, well that was a long spiel about death. That was very interesting. One has entered a revelational place. Maker Amqui's interactions have been minimal this past decade, particularly with the flesh bodies. Okay, it was just a little information thing. What a cock teeth! I was gonna do something.
What's the triangle door?
Triangle door?
Oh no, it's like a rhomboid actually.
Oh.
Up top.
Oh, okay.
The one you were going towards.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay. Nope.
Yeah, seizure warning.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
seizure room. And it's like a maze. Oh god, I hate mazes in games. I feel like it's just like padding that's not necessary most of the time.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think in the chat about all that stuff? It was talking about consciousness and dying and stuff. And Richard, feel free. I does that to everybody. And some of that stuff, like definitely speaking Albert Camus to me, honestly, like the absurdism, existentialism, which my channel is called Existential Gamers, so like I kind of follow that kind of thing as well. Not to Albert Camus' like point, but like to a similar degree.
Well, the dual the dual consciousness, that's actually reported to people who have like aneurysms and actually end up surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Is that for some reason when we become truly disconnected with ourselves, like our brain is no longer able to process who or what we are, and you really do let go of all that baggage and your identity, and you're just a being in the universe that you, for some reason, like every time, you're flooded with this absolute joy and happiness of just being a part of existence, of being a part of the universe, really.
Mm-hmm.
It was just repeatedly said, because your brain literally, like, all of that information, all this stuff, all that self-survival, the whole thing about living, that's well fucking gone.
Okay, all this for this guy. It better be worth it. What? It wasn't worth it! It wasn't worth it! Let's get the fuck. It changed the way I walk too. Like I'm.
I noticed that. I wonder if that was the blue button.
There's a blue button? Oh.
I wonder if that was.
At least it gets quieter the farther you get away.
God damn.
Oh, I'm stuck though. Oh no, up button jumps it. Scared the shit out of me. Adventures of Mark Twain? Interesting. What's over here? It's not as annoying anymore at this distance. For me, I don't know for you guys. I apologize if it's really annoying.
Oh, should have made that jump.
Oh. I was thinking that we just gotta get out. Oh, the boat's gone now.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't know what that was about. I mean, maybe it is the blue button like you said. Okay. It's down here. Hit factory. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, but Kung Fu Titan, this is a very indie game made by one guy. I think his name is like John something, Scottish dude. Yeah, it's on Steam though. It's only like $7. Maker programs them as they move along the conveyor belt. They gain an awareness of death and an instinct to come to terms with it. Upon entering the room above, they are told to self-immolate. They are here to help us learn how to die well. Wow, okay. It's kind of like what scientists do, where they just torture things. It's like, you're here only to help us understand. That's your purpose in life. I can't tell if it's distorted baby noises or distorted Smex noises. Oh god, another one.
Well, we're here.
Alright. Oh, okay, it's different. Thank god. Oh, it's the guy. We all have the mind of our maker. There's a game I want to play that kind of touches on a lot of this stuff. It's called Soma. I really want to check that out. A small robot projects images of Amqui Hodgkins, the owner of the Generation Plant. That's interesting.
Also, the dude you're talking to, like, it's kind of funny.
What's
like,
up?
you know, he's not dying, even though he's so ready to go. Apparently, it's like,
Yeah. And he's copying his conscious, so
yeah.
that's very interesting. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to turn my phone on. I'm so professional. Well, let's get all the way around now. Go all the way back.
God damn.
Freud has entered the chat. The Adventures of Mark Twain. That's the one where they go like see Lucifer, right? And he has like the mask and everything. It's like a claymation animation. Sort of remember that. I just noticed these things are like grenades, huh? They look like grenades, like pins.
Oh, maybe I can see that.
Let's leave this weird place. Thought it was a military base, but it wasn't. Has the same look as the other place, so that's what I thought. Reusing assets. Anything over here that I miss? No. I really don't want to go to that arcade and get those 3 tokens, but what's this? Fucking smash the beast's fucking brains in? Should I smash his brains in? Show the beast a picture of you posing after having completed a half marathon. Demand to ride on the desert dragon.
Oh, demand to ride on the desert dragon.
Use the thing in your pocket. Ride the desert dragon? Grab the beast at its base and give it a squeeze. What do you think?
That's tough. I don't know. I would do the ride the desert dragon, but that's me.
Alright. You're the guest today, so we're doing that. Alright, what's happening? What's happening? I can't do anything right now. Oh, okay. Nothing happened. That was weird.
Oh.
That's a little disappointing. Alright, we found another town. Time to get weird again. I do like the music though. Pretty interesting. No one's talking to me. Oh. I heard your uncle was out in the desert filming again. He's got a screw loose, that man. I have an uncle. Oh, God. The sisters often have goings on in this house. Oh, the sisters come over here too, huh? I don't know why you came here. Why can— oh! Here it is. It was red. Blue, red, white, and then blue, right?
Yeah, it's red, white, blue.
Orange and light green?
Oh yeah, orange, light green.
Oh! Okay. Oh! She pulled out an axe. She pulled out a weapon too. Oh god! What are we doing here? Why do they got blades?
Oh.
Oh,
You're killing them.
yeah, I'm fighting the military. Oh, I can just hit space. Yeah! Aww.
Oh, there was more, yeah. You just talked to these people too.
Yeah. I think I can just teleport to them. Y'all are gonna go inside, I guess. Jam, yeah, I know, that's pretty good. I kind of like the song. Alright, into the base we go. God damn! This is definitely an example of catharsis.
Yeah, like I was about to say, like this is cathartic when like you're angry and you're just like, I want, you know.
Is that everybody? I want more. Have you read any of Robert Greene's books, Richard?
No, can't recall.
Where's the captain? Oh. I'm Pyramid Head now. Is this Russian?
Maybe. Hard to say for sure though.
I don't know if I do anything here or if it's just playing like a film. Right? The bars though. She has done it. Alright, I kind of want to download that song. That's pretty cool. Of course, that is just a fantasy. Ah, violence begets violence begets violence. Ooh. We must meet the forces of hate with the power of love. The path marked revenge spoils the hearts of those who walk it. We three are sorry. We three wish we could help you carry your weight. A beak pecks the shell of our souls. We can offer you our friendship. We will curl up near you should you need. It is something we can do. Live, blighted girl, live. Ooh, jeez. I had a long conversation with somebody yesterday about that kind of stuff, and I'm just hearing that. It makes me think of all that. You just have to. And they teleported me all the way back to this town. God damn it. Guess we might as well do the arcade thing.
Yep. Where is it?
It's up here at the very top. Past this place. Oh, that was very interesting though. I think it's in here. Alright, let's see. What is this one? Let's do pie or anus.
Pie or anus?
What do you think? Pie or anus?
Pie.
Pie.
That's actually the guy that created the game.
Goddamn.
My brother, he's in the States now.
Oh, you're supposed to guess what you're looking at. Okay.
Yeah.
Moved to the States, yeah.
Looks like a soup.
My brother moved to the States.
Anus?
I'm feeling like that's a pie. If that's an anus, someone needs to go to the fucking hospital. Hey, if you believe with anus, you know, believe with anus, but someone needs to go. If that's the anus, they need to go to the hospital.
This one's a little hard. That doesn't look like an anus though. Wait, maybe.
Pie.
Looks like the inside of an anus.
Pie.
I think it's a pie again, but me.
I think they're all pies.
Pie.
Yeah.
I don't think that actually show an anus.
Pie.
How long do we do this
Pie
in?
or anus?
Let's see,
So,
what does it
just
go?
to confirm, you've never seen this man before? No. Pie. Pie or anus?
If we see the same pie again, then we know.
Yeah. Well, we've seen that one already. Yeah, it's just
Oh,
pies.
it is? It's the same one? Oh, yeah, we have. Alright. Do I get a token? How do I get tokens? My mate for a month. Oh, no, yeah, we already talked.
Oh, maybe you gotta talk to the dude?
No, I talked to him, but he just talks about his mate. Interesting. Play Turbo Track Ultra Race.
Oh, that one with the spiders?
Why am I down there for? Oh, what? What the heck? Oh my god. I think I broke the game. I think I'm supposed to be out here. Yes. Oh. Let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. I was supposed to start here. It broke. Are you looking up your husband and daughter again? You missed them since they left for the Turbo Track Ultra Race, don't you? Oh wow, it's like a whole nother world here. Fuss bucket! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, where on earth is it? Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, have you seen a rune cleaver in my place? Any place? My mom will kill me. I don't know what the heck that is. I like this dude. I knew something was fishy. That blasted gloatfish has ran off with my this is all just sounds like a bunch of random stuff. Who gets them back from me, grr? Oh god. Oh god, what is this stuff? I'm gonna have a nightmare tonight. Thank goodness the Meadow Hawk is gone. Can you fetch me a they're just all asking me to grab stuff. What is that? Richard, I'm scared.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real fast. This is creepy. This is fucking. There's someone real bored.
Oh god. If you blow sharply on a baby's face, he or she will swallow involuntarily. Didn't you know that? But I just woke up. This is very strange. That house is breathing. That's a dead person. No, wait, no. Hey, want to learn a potion? Simply bring me 5. Oh, they're all just asking me to bring stuff to them. I'm getting tired of this. So you want to enter the Turbo Track Ultra Race? I hear your husband and daughter joined a few months ago and are acing the competition. Think you got what it takes to win them back? Sign me up, pig. The race is now open for you. Good luck. Oh yeah. Pro with this Mario Kart. This is like old Mario Kart right here. Oh. Ooh! Ooh! What would you guys do to save a loved one that went missing? Would you guys climb a mountain? Fight a dragon? Play Uno with your family? Okay, hotshot, okay. That's you past the first rally. 6 more to go. You ain't in the desert no more, though. You got to be quicker as a whisker to get past the next stage. Are you ready to race? Then what are we waiting for? Uh-oh. Oh, what is that meter now? Oh, boost it! Boost it! Seizure warning, by the way. It's kind of a little trippy right now. Ah! Oh my god. Out of control. Wow, that just stopped really hard. Okay. Give me all that money. Ah. I tried to drift. We gotta win these tokens. We still gotta go back to that town though. By the way, if we don't finish the game today, we're just gonna move on. This game is pretty trippy, but it's the story doesn't seem to be that like important to me. You made it 2 down, 5 to go. Word on the circuit is that your hubby and kid are just up ahead. Are you ready to race? And what are we waiting for? You're back in time for the races.
Oh, nice! You finally found races.
This is the 3rd race. We have to race like all the people that we saw in town, I guess. There's like 6 races, I think, so we're halfway. This one's a lot easier than the other 2 levels. Oh, my frames!
Oh, shh.
No, I lost my speed. You know, game I used to play a lot, and it was like really hard, but like I loved it. Like just the fast speed. Like I love trying to like being able to race and going really fast at the same time. Was F-Zero GX. Oh my god, that game gave me just the rush I just wanted from racing games, and the futuristic worlds and stuff like that. Like I just love that stuff. Alright, I'm just crashing into everything at this point. Oh my god, these turns up.
It wasn't perfect, but I liked the Star Wars racing one.
Star Wars racing? I didn't even know there's...
Oh,
pod racers?
Yeah, pod racers, yeah.
Ah, yeah. Pod racing. The idea of it is really fun.
It was a respectable game.
By the way, hi Misty. I saw that you were there. You said you just woke up.
I missed it. Oh, that's a dead end.
Oh, here we go. The weird faced feet person. You showed them. They ate your dust. But the real race starts here. 4 more to go. Are you ready to race? 4 more to go? I thought it was... I was wrong.
Maybe you missed a person?
Yes. Yeah, this whole I mean, most of this game is pretty seizure warning, so be careful, Misty. I would probably just listen to most of it. Wouldn't watch too much of it. Oh my god. Oh, okay. All right.
Wait, the F racing or the pod races, Misty?
I gotta look more into that dual consciousness thing that the guy was talking about though earlier, and what you were mentioning, like it really sounded very interesting. Hot dang, you were on fire! I wish
yeah,
my
non-dual
daughters were more
consciousness.
like you. They just lie about smoking cheap hash. Ain't nothing cool about a tenner bit of soap bar. Are they speaking English? I don't understand. Ready to race? Then what are we waiting for?
I know it's British slang for, you know, like $10 bill.
Ah. I understand. This is a Mario Kart level straight up.
Yeah. Well, I got the Mario Kart feel from like the
previous
drifting.
levels. Yeah. Oh, the drifting.
Yeah.
This level's pretty.
Well, the flat levels though is definitely what it was it SNES or was it just the regular NES? That
I'm not sure. I think it was the SNES. I'm not too really good at the video game history. I'm not really good at history in general, to be honest. I love history, but I always have trouble memorizing like the times and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, like video games especially, there was so much history to it, and there was so many video games as well.
It's so much history, and it was very recent, and it's just like all like smashed together.
And it's all happening all at once, you know.
Yeah. You're capped? Aw. Damn. They're close. Your daughter and husband. They just beat the 5th track. I think he's just floating in a circle. They told me to tell you to give up. Ready to race? Then what are we waiting for? There's a lot to her grief in these games too. It was really weird. Like she's trying to race to get to her her husband and daughter, but they keep like getting ahead of her. Like she can never catch up to them.
Oh, I missed that. I thought we were just, you know, playing a game to get things to go talk to the dude.
It is technically in the arcade machine, but like it's still permanently Dujanah because they said that we're trying to our husband and daughter had entered the race as well, and they're racing.
Oh, okay.
And I guess you could say it's like an analogy for like they kind of want to die and catch up with them. And they're racing to die faster, I guess. I don't know, that's the way I see it.
I can't wait for the twist to be it's actually, you know, Dujanah who's died.
Oh, I know, because they did mention
And
at
she
the very
won't let
beginning. In the beginning, they mentioned, like, oh, who's gonna die first, mom or dad? I gotta get the soundtrack of this game. It's a spiral level. Oh, sorry. I didn't even talk to this dude. Last race, all or nothing. Think you could do. Oh, thank God. That siren has been going off all day. I wish you luck. My heart is yours. Let's do this. Oh God. Just another spiral. We're spiraling out now. By the way, if you guys use disarmed during this playthrough, just let you know you're wasting your points because I can literally play this game with one hand. So you don't waste your points. So you don't waste your points.
Okay, this one is giving me kind of a headache to watch, so I'm just gonna minimize this because holy shit.
Luckily this is the last race. Sorry everybody if I'm giving you motion sickness or nauseousness.
Yeah, I think I can only do this for about 20 more minutes because we hit 6 and I'm like, this is hard to watch. Because I'm light sensitive, so like some of those like light rooms are just stuck, huh?
I don't think I want to finish doing these arcade things with the spider. I'm not feeling it. Oh, is that the end? It didn't even look like a finish line. It's a trash can. You found an arcade token. Oh, thank God. An arcade token. Arcade token.
In the trash can.
In the trash can.
Did you get the arcade token for Pyro Anus?
No, they didn't give me anything. Maybe we had to do more pies than anuses. Oh, let's go. We playing GTA? No. What's up, Junior? Welcome back. Alright, let's go back to that town because I wanted to see what's going on over there. Because we only got 30 minutes left and I want to at least try to explore as much as we can. Not waste time playing video games. I think it's down here. Oh, really? My husband turned into a spider. Typical. Okay. Oh, well. Oh, not those baby noises again, right? The generation plant had an explosion a few years ago. Everyone from Busapez went out to watch the sky. The smoke was colors like oil and water. A few of my friends got caught in the blast, and I was here thanking my lucky stars it wasn't me. Since then, I've had this mighty, mighty fear of death. I hope they find a cure for it in my lifetime. Let me tell you, friend, that is just an automated response, and you have to get over it somehow. Like, find a way. Bloody eggs. You think you can get over the fear of death?
Hard to say.
Are they all?
You know, it's easy when you're not in a situation of dying to go, yeah! Until you actually, it's happening and you're like, I don't like the pain and I'm not really prepared for this.
They're all waiting in line to talk to the eggs, apparently. Oh. Interesting. It's a weird town already. I hate the sea. Oh, okay. How about Tuesday? No? Wednesday? Oh, wait. I can't do Wednesday. We'll have to be the next week then. Oh, I think.
Oh, hey, that's Michael trying to plan any stream with anyone.
Alright, we already talked to her. I love the sea. Oh. A dream. At 600 meters, the pressure obfuscates her hearing. At 900, her ears pop, and she gets the feeling that her hearing is clearer than it had ever been. At 906 meters, she forgets about it. Oh, okay. I feel like it's an analogy for something, but my brain's not thinking of things right now. I don't know where you go. Oh, yeah. Empty
Room
room.
is split in half.
Ominous empty room. Okay. Oh!
There's sometimes called the deep problem, which is that consciousness depends on brain
Here we go about
states,
consciousness
goes on
again.
in our nervous system, but your consciousness at any particular moment isn't anything like a brain state. It's got it's got a flavour all of its own, as it were, and doesn't seem to make sense to talk about it as just a lot of nerves firing off.
Okay, this is interesting, but I would love to listen to that, but I don't want to waste everyone's time. That's pretty cool, though. Oh. You okay, child? The man is shaking with rage. He clings to his chair and grinds his teeth. He can barely contain it. Things have been getting worse and worse for a while now, he thinks. If only there was some way to look inside. Oh. I can't get in there. The car's blocking it. I can't go in there. Wow. Okay. Let's go down to the ocean.
Just a random die.
I can't get down the stairs. I will give you the biggest present you've ever had. So big you won't know what to do with it. I will give you the sea. Yes. And I'll wrap my arms around your legs and become your tail. Oh, please don't do that. What does that mean, Richard? What do you think?
She's trying to eat your ass. Be careful.
I don't think we went up here yet. Nope. I've suffered from seizures since I was born, but when I got into my teens, they got real bad. I didn't really have many friends at school because of it. I understand. I forgive them. It's not their burden to bear. Then the doctors got me Dolly here. He's an incredible dog. He can smell when I'm about to have one of my episodes, and he gives my sleeve a little tug so that I can sit down somewhere and I won't bang my head. He's getting old now. I'll miss him when he's gone. He's a good friend. Oh, that's sad. Did we come here for the feels, guys? I think we came here for the feels. I used to have a lot of seizures when I was a kid too. Oh, what's going on here? Joan would come home from the dances. She'd say, "Can I give you a wee hug to warm up?" She'd get into bed, and I'd brace myself for the cold. Sandra was the exact opposite. She'd come home from the dances and burn you with her cigarette so you'd budge and she could steal your warm spot. For whatever reason, Dad would choose her more than the others for beatings. Not sure if that explains her behavior. Well.
That is so weird.
Okay. What the fuck? I'm most worried about the spiders, if I'm honest. I'm most worried about you. What the hell are you? Okay. Oh. The child doesn't want to talk. A version of the child is expressing himself through play.
I wonder if that's the boy.
Like down there? Oh, yeah. A version of the child expressing himself through play. Yeah, that's the last thing we need to do. This is the last thing. Okay, we're about to beat the game, I think, then. Oh, we're smaller now. Oh. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I don't think we talked.
Go in and talk to the other boy.
Once upon a time, upon an era, upon age forgotten,
I have a penis.
there was a man. This man was the most ordinary man to have ever fallen from heaven. He had slipped away from God and the cherubs, quite simply and with relative ease, due to the fact that he was completely unremarkable. He fell to earth in a particularly large raindrop and settled in a house made from a giant beech tree's roots. Unlike the other men and women who came to earth from above, this man simply wanted to live on soil with nature and didn't want to perform miracles of any kind. He lived a lonely life, feeding on fruits from the forest. He knew nothing of passion, of jealousy, of hate, of anything that lovers suffer. One day, while picking some particularly plump strawberries, he heard what to him seemed the most peculiar sound. It was coming from a big bunch of briars that shook intermittently. The sound, as big sounds tend to do, got louder as he warily approached, and moved him to smile.
Huh. I don't think I have to pick all the strawberries. Follow this path. Oh, these the strawberries are plump. Yes, they are. Man, I want strawberries now. You like What's your favorite fruit, Richard?
Personally, I like cantaloupe. However, watermelon is also outstanding. Watermelon with some salt on it, some sea salt. Oh,
To get to the haunting
shit,
sound
now I
that
want to get some
now
watermelon.
vibrated his head and warmed his soul. When he finally moved
Cantaloupe's
the
pretty
last
good, though.
obstructing rope of thorns, the sight was so alarming that he collapsed then and there, right into all the thorns. What he saw was another human, a man, and not just any man, a beautiful witch who bound his spells through song.
A man witch.
He awoke sore with scratches, not in the comfort of his mossy roots with the reassuring sound of water, but somewhere very strange indeed. He had thought that he was the only one of his kind on earth, and he'd stopped using his voice long ago, never realizing the emotion of singing. And where was he? Trees towered around him, and his bed was of sweet scented petals. He stood up and looked around. The trees made a perfect wall and shelter, and a natural door and windows had been made as the branches had woven together in the strangest manner. "Are you sore?" A silky flute-like voice spoke. He spun round and found that the
sore,
witch was
Richard?
by his side, quite unexpectedly.
My eyes are slightly,
He
but
nodded
that's fine.
and looked at his scrapes sadly. "Come, eat something," the witch beckoned. Finding he was hungry, he agreed and followed. Outside on display were the plains and the mountains, and he could see the tree he called home far, far below.
I was supposed to go down.
He became aware that he was very high up on a great green mountain, and observed that a young spring had covered the world in blossoms. From the forest to the plains, he uttered his first words since leaving heaven.
Oh
"Who
God,
are
what the
you?"
hell is that?
His dry throat spoke. The stranger passed to him a rich, sweet fruit, and replied, "I am the Witch of Night's Still Whispers." He felt compelled to touch the witch, and stepped forward to do so. He softly placed his hand against the witch's face, but as he did, the witch faded and disappeared. Confused and in love for the first time, the man grabbed at the space where once had stood a figure, but his hands fell through thin air. As he dropped to his knees, he heard the voice once more singing, "I shall wait forever as the days turn to night, swallowed in the shadows that glow." Without knowing
Oh,
what to do,
he has eyes all
cried
of
to
them.
the sky, and as he did, the sky cried back.
Yeah, that's
Days went
people
past,
watching.
and so became weeks.
What's up, Loco?
Which turned there into months.
I know, we're really
The
zooming
man
in on this
thought of
dude.
the witch, who now he could not love more than aught but God himself. He remembered how lovely things were when he was alone, but now he had experienced what life could give. He could not go back. At times, especially on the slow nights of summer,
This is like the Adam and Eve kind of
thought
story.
he heard singing. And so it became winter, and neither had the Witch of Night's Still Whispers appeared to him, nor left his thoughts. Nothing would be the same again until he came back. A big crystal blue tear rolled down his nose and dripped off his chin. As it hit the ground, it made a sound like ice cracking, and the ground seemed to freeze. The tear didn't soak into the earth, as water tends to do, but stayed in a ball of blue above it. Quite forgetting his sadness, the man watched the enchanted tear as it started to roll upstream, freezing the earth as it went. The man followed the sad, salty sphere for over a week, and now most of the land had frosted over, when suddenly the tear stopped its steady pace. The man also stopped, wondering where it had led him. He took his eyes off the tear and found himself next to a glimmering lake, a lake of tears.
Where?
The plain man from heaven knew not what to do. He found the lake of the beautiful witch's song and had expected to find the witch there. No such luck. He gathered food and set up a small fire, for he was inhumanly hungry and tired, and set about to eat and then to sleep. As he closed his eyes, he heard the sound from the briar bush leave his own lips. He was singing for the first time.
Kid, you got some like messed up stuff in your head. No, I was Wait, can I talk to the kid? We've done everything, but we haven't found the child feels better. Huh. Interesting.
What do you have left? Find your loved ones.
I mean, how do we go about accomplishing that?
It's a bit vague.
I mean, all we can do really is, let's go talk to our mama. Oh. Where's it at? I think I passed it. Alright, right here. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. Mama, I'm home! After all this weird shit I got through. I'm gonna be on TV, Mama. Perhaps revenge is what I seek. What can I say to you? Once you have sought the path of revenge, there's no way to stop. Should I hide what I intend? A moth does not care when she sees a flame. Consciousness of pain, Mama. It's keeping me alive. Ooh. I've never been so worried. We all are. I wish there was more I could do or say. Helpless. Maybe neighbor Ted has seen something. Worth a shot. Yeah. I don't think we have to do anything here.
You do.
What do we need to do? I mean, all I could think of was getting the arcade tokens, but I feel like that wasn't really necessary.
Nope.
Ted, what do I do, man? Bring her back in one piece. That's all you care about, is your machines! There, you hear? The sound of mandolins. I've had a feeling these past few weeks that my breathing has changed. What the hell does that even mean?
Oh, he's about to die.
Is that what that means?
I don't know. That's what they said, though. Change your breath.
The stream is supported by BC Farms Guide, Plant More, Breed More, Make More. Oh yeah. Can't go that way. Oh. I said north, north we can also go. Bada Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, that just leads us back to the map. What do we do, guys? What do we do? We just get those last 3 tokens?
I guess.
I guess let's just go do that then. Wrap it up. The sound of my motorcycle stop broke. Out of my way, I got a machine to play. Alright, here. Armadillo. Let's just play easy. So we can get through this fast. Oh my god. Armadillo, evil is spreading through the land and only you— I don't care. Oh god. Okay, there's another 6 levels again on this one.
4 notes remaining.
Okay. Ah! Yeah, apparently I'm almost done with this game already. These are the notes.
Remaining.
What the hell is that?
I wonder if you could have just shot it from across the way.
2 notes remaining.
Oh, you have to power it up. No, there's a wall. Walls.
Damn.
This game is about accepting losses and catharsis. It's about a woman who lost her husband and daughter, and and she's trying to overcome her grief and other weird stuff happening.
Find the exit.
Oh god. Oh, I'm guessing these lines tell you. Pew, 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 pew. We're just playing an arcade machine though that so we can get our arcade tokens. We just gotta get 3. So.
Bring it to the spider boss, so the spider boss can tell us what he knows.
Yeah. I'm gonna speedrun, guys. Speedrun. Watch this. Never mind. I'm just kidding. I don't know where I'm going. Just kidding.
3 notes remaining.
You can go pretty quick. You get a lot of momentum.
2 notes remaining.
So, since we're pretty much wrapping this up in about 6 minutes, Richard, what are your thoughts so far on this indie game?
Well, it's definitely very existential. Sometimes I feel it's trying a little too hard, but I wouldn't say bad. It's just like the long roll talking was a little tedious. Outside of that, I think it was, you know, kind of respectable, kind of nifty. Had some nifty ideas.
Bye.
4 notes remaining.
These things are creepy.
Yeah, there.
How's everyone's weekend going? Is everybody doing good today?
3 notes remaining.
Line them up, line them up. Oh, there's more of them. You plan to smoke some ribs? Oh, that sounds good. I gotta eat after this. I'm like super starving right now.
Yeah, I had soup. I might need some more food because, like, I'm not gonna lie, this game is a little headache-inducing to watch.
Yeah, it's a little much. It's a little much. I definitely agree with that. But I mean, that's why, like, with my channel, I didn't want to just do like popular games and things like that. I wanted to check out some really indie stuff too, and just really give. Really shed some light on some other stuff that people might not know of, you know.
Find the exit.
Oh yeah, FYI, there are a lot of games that can kind of like give me a headache, so I have to like kind of look away and just talk instead.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I asked at the very beginning, because I knew this game was going to be a little much for people. I was like, hey, look, like, feel free to not, you don't have to watch the game if you don't want to. Because even when I, like, was checking it out and looking at it, I was like, this game is going to be a little hard on some people. But, I mean, sometimes you got to face that. And, still go through, you know. Does the game, had a game out of, wait, what are you asking, Junior? He just said shit. Shoot, there's turrets everywhere. Oh!
One member remaining.
Let's get the last one over there. And there's a med kit. Okay, ow. Stop killing people. I'm sorry. But it's for the good of society.
No offense, someone laughs like that, I don't mind you killing them. It's creepy. That's some it laughing right there.
Got so many of them. Does the screen have to shake? Ah, fuck. This sounds is gonna be. How do I get to that other one?
Go down, right.
Yeah, you go all the way around.
Yeah. Up and over, it looks like.
Yeah.
Find the exit.
Aye.
God, that laughing is obnoxious.
Yeah.
4 nodes remaining.
How many levels do I have to do? Alright, I think we're just gonna stop here, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, that laugh, Jesus Christ. I don't want your goddamn tokens! Fuck you! Alright, y'all. Well, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you, Richard, for joining me. I hope you guys enjoy the game, even though I know it's a little weird and different from most stuff that we play. But hey, that's what I like to try to do too, is try some of the weird games as well. I have a lot of games on my Steam, so gotta play them all. Alright, y'all. That's the last bit of Amazing May that we're gonna be doing. So starting Monday, even though I know still technically May, we're gonna be doing Jumping June. So we're gonna do a lot of platformer games. But thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. You guys take care. And thank you, Richard. I don't know if you have anything to say before we go.
Nope, thank you for having me.
Alright. Take care, guys. Don't get too existential out there, alright? Alright, bye.